Hi everybody, this is Ebby Salinas with Crowology, and I decided to make the first video with numerology because it is really my favorite modality that I use, and I use it for everything. Numerology was something that I learned as a teenager. I bought every book I could think of and find that was out on the market, going to the old bookstores in Chicago and just having this collection of wonderful books from the masters. The second modality that I was really drawn to was dreams, not tarot, which is ironic because so many teenagers gravitate to tarot when they're teenagers, and then don't pick it up for many years later. So what I'd like to do is, this is not so much as a learning thing. It is more of an introduction with the numerology and how you can use it in so many things. So having said that, we're going to look at the 1 through 9, and the number 1, okay, if your month, day, and year adds up to a number 1, your personality type is that of the magician. The magician makes things happen. They have strong leadership skills. They're innovative. They have everything on the table that they need to make happen. So keep that in mind, okay? So as the magician goes through the different cycles of all the different, when you change the year, the month, your day, and whatever year you want to look at, that is how it affects the magician. The second number, the number 2, is the high priestess. So that is more about your subconscious, your intuition. It's the number of the occult and partnerships. So when you see the number 2, it's more what is hidden. So you need to be connected in a certain way through your instincts. The third, number 3, your personality type is the Empress. Things grow around you. People gravitate to you. You have a very good sense of communicating and socializing. The number 4 is the Emperor. And the Emperor, bear with me, is think of a table. You know, the table has 4 legs. It has to be steady. It has to be sturdy. So the Emperor is somebody who's diplomatic, and they care about other people and not just themselves. It's a very strong male energy as well. The 5 is the Hierophant. The Hierophant holds the rules of religion and society. They see things, they keep that structure and tradition. The number 6 is the number of lovers. It's the personality type of love and responsibility. Now, these are all things when they're balanced, when they're not excessive from one extreme or depleted of energy to the other. And in this example, so if your birthday number adds up to a 6, your birth path number, if you're not careful and you're very depleted of this energy, you may avoid things that are about love. You may not feel the feelings of wanting something that intimate because you're of the vibration which is minimal. The other extreme is a person who falls in love constantly to the point of distraction, whether it be with a person or with an idea or a thing. So again, the balance part is to be balanced within love and responsibility, and to be balanced with the love for yourself as well as others. The 6 number is also about changes, but that's more about the cycle. We're looking at the personality type right now. The 7 is the Chariot. The Chariot is the number of heroes. As you notice, there's somebody on a chariot. They've got the horses. And what you want to do with this personality type, what you want to do is keep the chariot moving at a speed that can be controlled. Out of control to excessive, and you're in a crash and burn situation. You're constantly on the move. You're not savoring anything. You're constantly just going. And at some point, life is going to throw you a few things in your path to stop you and slow you down. Depleted, your horses are laying on the ground, they're not moving at all, and the chariot, therefore, isn't moving. So what you want to do is be very balanced with that energy. Again, 7, conquerors, number of heroes. The 8, the card for number 8 in tarot is sometimes the strength card, sometimes it's judgment. So you've got to, whichever one you choose. For this example, we're going to use strength. And you'll notice that the person here is holding the mouth of the lion. And what it is to be able to control that inner animal instinct that's within us, and to gather strength more from the balance of it, and not from having a knee-jerk reaction or having a primal reaction. So that's where the 8 comes in, is to have that balance. And then 9, yes. Actually, you know what? Here is the 8 in the justice. So here's the other one, justice. A lot of times people use that. I prefer this one because it's giving you the balance right here. It's showing balance of things. And it's also showing you that sometimes with karma, it may seem like it's an unfairness, but when you look past it as something that's not punishment, it's what you put in, you get back, then it shifts your perception, okay, of the number 8. So you can use either one. And then 9 is the Hermit. The Hermit, as you can see, it's a spiritual card. And what his job is, or this personality type is, they go into their cave and they gather their wisdom, they connect with their higher self, and then they come out of the cave with the light, holding the light up for others to see. When you are in a low depletion of that energy, you may go into your cave but never come out. So you are somebody who avoids sharing that light with others. And then if you're in an excessive situation, excessive energy, what happens in this situation is you avoid going into the cave, avoid going inward and connecting with your higher self and your spirituality. So this is, when balanced, you have the Hermit. So as you can see, we've gone through the 1 through 9, and in kind of a fast fashion right now. But what I wanted to do was to show you some of the things that we're going to be, what I'm going to be presenting to you. So let's go, for instance, I'm throwing everything out here. Right now, we have Whoopi Goldberg, who's been making the news from The View. All right. So Whoopi's birthday is 11/13/1955. Okay. And so for numerology, we're going to add the 1 and 9 and 55. This comes out to 20. So that is a 2. 1 and 3 adds up to 4. And then the 11 adds up to 2. So now to add that up, we see that Whoopi is an 8 personality. And 8, as we said, has to do with either the strength or the card of justice, right? She sees things in a black and white fashion. She's also a Scorpio. Okay, so we'll put this here. She's a Scorpio. Now to find out what kind of year Whoopi is having, and right now she's had some controversy that she's had to deal with, nothing new. What we look at here is we take her month and day and we add it to 2022, which is a 6, okay? So 6 plus 6 is 12, which equals a 3. But Whoopi hasn't had her birthday yet. This is in 2022. So she'll be able to communicate better by the end of the year. So her birthday is still in the mode of 2021, which is a 5. So instead of being in the vibration of the 3, Whoopi is in the vibration of 2, which is things that are hidden, things that are going to be coming out, exposing her, which is exactly what's happening to her. So the energy of the Scorpio is, it's very intense, it's very masterful, thoughtful, magically charming, but it's also very secretive and possessive. So when cornered, that Scorpio tail is going to come out, and she has to really think about, well, she doesn't have to, I don't like saying that, but what she'll find herself doing is being cornered and being pushed by the press to give statements and defend herself. And the best thing in this situation is let things come out and play themselves out without so much resistance, because what's today's news is gone tomorrow. So that explains her birthday. And in the upcoming videos, what I'd like to do, for those of you who like to watch The View and all that, I find that show very fascinating because there's all these personality types. So check back with us, because I'll be doing like the whole table of The View. What are their birth dates? I know that the person, Barbara Walters, who started The View, her birth date is, she's a, let me think, I think she was a Libra. And The View actually started on 8/11/1997, a Leo show, and an 11, 9, 8, 9, 10, and 11, a 9 personality. So its intentions were to come in as the Hermit and to bring some enlightenment. And I think that kind of describes what Barbara Walters said she wanted to do when she started the show. So I would love to be able to take the show and dissect it, and when these new cast members came in and how some of them exited, and take you down those cycles, because it's real interesting when you go through and look at the cycles of some of these shows. Another one that I'd like to do just now, just as something quick, is Brad Pitt. Okay, this is Brad Pitt. Okay, now Brad Pitt's birthday is 12/18/1963. All right, so we're looking at this right here, 10 and 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, so so right here, it's a 1. 1 and 8 is 9. 1 and 2 is 3. Adding those across, not surprising, Brad Pitt has the number 4 as his birth path number. The Emperor, very male energy. What I found interesting is that Brad, one of his first serious relationships that he had was with someone whose birthday was 6/21, a Cancer. And that was Juliette Lewis, 10 years younger than him. And from this relationship, okay, very young relationship, I think he was like 27, she was, I think, 17, 18. From this relationship, he goes on to Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow is a 9/27, okay, a Libra. And I found this interesting is when he was dating her, they had the same haircut and the same frosted hair. Check it out on Google, because that was really interesting to me. He kind of morphed into his partners. Then from Gwyneth Paltrow, who again, 10 years younger, he ended up marrying Aniston. So here's Gwyneth, an air sign, and he goes to Aniston. Aniston's birthday is 2/11 in Aquarius, another air sign. When he was with her, he changed his hair to match her hair. Again, check it out, very interesting. From Aniston, he goes to Jolie. Jolie's birthday is June 4th, a Gemini. So do you see a pattern here? He goes Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. He hit all the air signs. I find that so interesting. And right now, he's dating somebody who is a Pisces, right on the ready to exit the Pisces, but he's with somebody who's a Pisces. So all he has to do is hit the Scorpio, and he will have fulfilled all the elements, all the water signs, and the air signs. So you go, Brad. Good luck. Okay, I'm going to give you a sneak preview of this birthday, all right? So when you add up the birthdays, if they add up to an 11, 22, 33, these are master numbers. And the master numbers are very powerful. And normally for numerology, we don't reduce them to a single digit. But when you want to get to a birth path number, you are going to reduce them to a single digit. You'll often hear people say, oh, I saw 44, 55, or the triple numbers. Those are, some people refer to them as angel numbers, or they have a uniqueness or speciality to them. And that's all fine, but the master numbers are only 11, 22, and 33. So I put up the birth dates of, because we're going to be doing this in one of our follow-up videos, but the birth dates of Jennifer Lopez, she's an 11, reduces to a 2, and Ben Affleck, his birthday adds up to a 33 and reduces to a 6. So as we said before, the high priestess, somebody who works through her gut, the person who falls in love with the idea of love to the point of distraction, that's Ben. And so what we'll do is in the follow-ups we are going to be dealing with the month and day, and we'll hit on when they first met and when they started dating, the very public breakup, how their lives went in their separate directions, and now how they came back around full circle. I hope you liked the video of today. It was just a snapshot, and I look forward to bringing you other ones. Like I'm so excited to bring to you some of the formats, like with Putin and Biden, how that relationship goes, how certain companies that are in the news, their birth dates, even though they're a company, that's in there. Bringing the United States birthday, which I have a surprise for you. It is not the birthday we've been celebrating for hundreds of years. So we'll be doing that. And other relationships, other celebrity relationships, because they're so fun to do. And through learning these things, you'll be able to do your own. So make sure that you comment below. Give me some ideas of what you'd like me to put on there. Let's engage. Hit like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you had a good few minutes with me as we shared numerology.